Welcome to Redhound Football. This is Redhound Football brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy McCarg along with Josh and with Jason Snell on the camera. The crew is at Campbell Field tonight for first-round playoff action between the Redhounds and the Wildcats of Bath County. The Redhounds coming out for the coin toss, and we'll have football action here pretty soon. So, Josh, the Redhounds, 8-2 on mark on the season. District champs, undefeated district champs once again, completing a decade of dominance in the district play. And they take on tonight a Bath County team that, well, let's just say it'll be challenging for Bath County tonight, I think, to take on the Redhounds.
Yeah, Bath County's coming in here, losers of 3 straight. I really don't know what to say about this team. Their stats aren't that bad overall. Pretty good little rushing attack. Quarterback's done for 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns. He's got 13 picks. I think that may be a big problem for this team is turnovers. That's hurt them a lot. They should have won one against Shelby Valley. They lost 35-36, where the quarterback threw for 5 touchdowns and only 1 pick. That's a great game, but looking back over the years, Redhounds are dominant in first-round playoff games at home. We've won 10 straight at home, dating back to 2000, maybe farther than that. It's as far back as I went. And every time it seems to be very handily, we beat the opponents that come in here the first weekend of the playoffs. The closest game in that 10-year span, 2010, when the Corbins went to the state championship, beat a Washington County team 37-33. So strange things could happen, but I don't expect to see it tonight. Taylor has 486 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns in the past 5 games. Foley, 410 and 5 touchdowns. And Josh Kopic had a big 3-interception performance against Lexington Christian last week. Look for the defense really to lock down here tonight.
Well, the Redhounds had a good test last week to get them ready for this game against Lexington Christian. Final score on that one was
29-22 with the touchdown with about 49 seconds left. The pass from Ty Cobb to Roman Mitchell for 7-yard touchdown.
Roman Mitchell, of course, hauling in the big catch. And, of course, Roman, at the start of the season, was the starting quarterback. The senior gets his first touchdown pass.
Funny story about that. We're in Lexington at the Outback Steakhouse up on Manamore the next day. I'm following around the 8th grade Redhounds as they, of course, won the state championship this past weekend. I go in the restroom, and, they have the papers hanging up, the sports papers, to read. Big picture of Roman Mitchell catching that touchdown pass.
I saw that. And so the Redhounds, congratulations to the 8th grade Redhounds as they repeat as state champs, having won it as 7th graders.
Corbin has won the toss, and they will receive the kick. Captains, as usual, 19, Brady Foley, 26, Matthew Taylor, 33, Saxon Okuma, number 60, Nick Howington.
Well, a sparse crowd across the way, and I'm a bit disappointed. Maybe they'll fill in a little bit as it's turned to playoff football weather. Right on cue. It's very cold tonight.
Yeah.
And we've broke out the heavy jackets and gloves, and we've got the heaters cranked up here. And Bath County, of course, has had a long trip, 2-8 record. You don't expect them to bring many, but I would have expected a better show just before kickoff here from the Redhound.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a lot of people looked at the paper today and saw Les Dixon picking the Redhounds by 49 and decided to save $3 or $4 and stay warm tonight. But get out here and support your boys. It's your hometown team. Great season, I think, 8-2. I would have never expected that coming into the year, so yeah, I'd imagine them to be here tonight and be very excited for this chance to make a run at Bowling Green for the state championship.
Randall Sawyers, Coach Sawyers, he's out there presenting the district championship trophy to the seniors. And, well, I see Brady Foley over there also, and he will be back next year. He was over there. He's a captain. And so we're about to have football action, Josh, as the clock is winding down, and Redhound's about to come through the spirit line. Again, this is Redhound Football brought to you by Redhound Productions, and it is playoff time. They're getting with it down there.
Yep.
I like it.
That is when your adrenaline's really flowing, when you're moving your body like that in all that gear.
And the Redhounds take the field, and we're ready for football action. So I believe Jason told us that he has plenty of tape there tonight, so we won't worry about having to take breaks as often as we did to try and get in that game last week. 5 hours.
What
for overtime.
Disappointment it would have been to not got the end of that game last week.
Oh my!
That was a heck of a game, and
how could you ask for any better tune-up for going into playoffs than that?
I'm telling you,
you get the win. So I think that was huge, and
we didn't do it against a team of scrubs, Lexington Christian. I was looking at the ratings today, the state rankings. They're ranked like 4th in the state in single A. I mean, that's a very impressive football team looking to repeat their state championship.
Yeah. Well, Redhounds will be receiving.
Looks like they're expecting a short kick here. Oh, he's kicking the ball laying down.
And there's the kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 39-yard line by Matthew Taylor. Redhounds will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39. So we're underway with the 2010 Kentucky State High School playoffs, football playoffs. Jason says he feels a touchdown right here. He's feeling frisky tonight.
Frisky Jason.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I expect. I expect this Bath County team, I just expect any team that comes in here first night, I expect them to go hard here initially. And let's see how the Redhounds will respond, because I'm sure they're going to bring their A game here. And I'll tell you how they respond. Hitting Josh Kopic at the 39, and he is going to go in. Touchdown, Redhounds.
They respond with a 61-yard touchdown pass.
Jason Snell calls it, and the Redhounds are up 6-0 on a 61-yard touchdown pass, is it?
Yeah.
Ty Cobb to Josh Kopic. And
that was a pretty pass.
That was.
But he was wide open. How do you let a man get that wide open?
There was no one near him.
How does that happen?
So,
first of all, I want to be glad we got the touchdown, but second of all, I hope this team has 11 guys on the field tonight to play against us, because it won't be a pushover next week.
I agree with you. That's the one thing about
Saxon Okuma.
These high school playoffs.
Money.
And the Redhounds are up now 7-0. That's the thing about these high school playoffs, Josh, in Kentucky. And let's go ahead and open that bag of worms a little bit. And it doesn't do any favors for the stronger teams in that they get a couple of weeks of easy schedule. And then all of a sudden you got to strap it on. As I was telling you earlier, and my numbers may not be exact, but I'm really, really close. Yeah, 192 teams here. You have it. You're doing a great job as a stat man. 192 teams in the playoffs in the state of Kentucky. We have 57 losing records and another 32 teams that are 5-5.
It's pitiful.
That is 89 of 192 teams that are 5-5 or losing on the season.
With the 4 winless teams,
very, very bad.
Yeah, and I was listening to Crunch Time, the new show on 101.9, The Bandit, before the game earlier, and they were like, why don't we just kick it down to the 3rd round? What's the point in having the 1st round, 2nd round? Take the top 2 teams from each district, strap it on, and play real football.
Yeah.
It's great that all these teams have a chance to make it to playoff action, but how is it helping these kids mentally at all to know that they're going to go in and get slaughtered their first week of their only playoff action,
Roman Mitchell drives it deep to the 10. And he's going to be brought down at the 25, 26-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I watched Mitchell Frederick the whole time on that play, and he stood there and waited, and that guy never made a move on him.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do the good teams any favors. And I'm like you, I don't know what purpose it serves. But Bath County is one of those teams that falls into the teams in the playoffs with a losing record, having won only 2 games.
I would say one of the things is tradition. Traditionally, you play the state championship the first weekend of December in Louisville. You're going to give the teams a week or 2 off in between there, and up the middle right there, the halfback, he's got nowhere to go.
No.
And I think we're going to see that a lot tonight. I really just expect dominance, complete another dominance tonight. The Redhounds coming off a huge win. I don't think they're going to have a hangover. I think they're excited.
Yeah,
we just beat one of the best teams in the state, and I'm excited. I want to make it to Bowling Green. I want to take all the naysayers and shut them up and get my job done tonight.
As we're talking about the teams in the playoffs, all the teams with losing records, etc. Redhounds here at 8-2. Their 2 losses coming to 2 undefeated teams: Boyle County, 4A power, and Class A power, Hazard.
Yeah.
And both of those teams have undefeated regular seasons. And actually, that Hazard game, we really
should have won that game.
Should have won that game. I think the players and the coaches would tell you the same.
And things have really turned around since the Hazard game. We've given up 1,069 yards on defense since that game. That's 213 yards a game.
He's passing and almost intercepted, and then I think almost caught. Frederick's got his hands on it, and it deflected. And there was a receiver from Bath County back there that may have had a shot at it, but it falls incomplete.
Quick 4th down here. We're going to see that a lot, though. They're going to throw the ball a lot. I said earlier, this quarterback's thrown for 1,500 on the year. I believe, if I'm correct, he's thrown the ball like 230 times this year. That's a lot. And they've also got over 1,000 yards rushing total on the offensive side of the ball. And it really, I just don't understand how you don't win games doing that.
Well, they got a grand total of 1 yard offense on that series.
Brady's going down.
So Foley
that where he got it.
Punt return, and he is drove back to the 40. That's where the Redhounds take over 1st and 10.
I just don't know. I don't understand it. They have got 1,241 yard rushing yards on the year and 1,522 passing. That's almost 3,000 yards of offense, and they've managed 2 wins.
Yeah.
That's comparable stats to what Corbin's done this year.
How much are they giving up?
They've given up 1,210 rushing yards, and it says they've only allowed 151 passing yards.
I can't believe that.
I can't believe that that's true. Since we just smoked them for 61, and we've only got around 900 on the year combined.
Matthew Taylor, 45, 50.
That's another big passing play. That's going to be a touchdown.
35, 30. 20.
He's gone.
10-5 touchdown Redhounds.
That's Ty Cobb's second 60-yard touchdown pass of the game in 2 attempts.
2 plays, 2 touchdowns. And it's 13-0 Redhounds.
And we've not ran the ball yet, and we've got 13 points.
He's already got over 100 yards passing and 2 touchdowns on two plays.
Do it. Oh, yeah. That's all right. That 60 is going to look good. Nobody's going to see the 4 yards he threw the ball distance-wise. That's Okuma. Money.
14-0 Redhounds. 10:04 mark. We're not even 2 minutes into this one. 2 plays for the Redhounds, and it's 14-0. Let's take a break. This is Redhound Football. Back to Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. We're 4 seconds shy of being 2 minutes into this one. The Redhounds have 2 offensive plays, 2 60-yard touchdown passes, 1 to Josh Kopic, and the latest to Matthew Taylor. Offsides.
Another kickoff here. I didn't see which player it was. He came up and he held up, though, because he had beat Roman Mitchell to the ball and ended up going past it beforehand.
Saw the Redhounds kick it over again.
Back them up 5, redo it. No big deal. This week. Don't do that next week.
Well, who do you think's the head coach down there for Bath County? Can you pick him out? I'm looking, trying to figure it out. And
probably the guy in the hoodie.
I see one guy wearing shorts.
I think it's probably the guy in the hoodie.
And
the guy in the shorts is probably a coordinator. He's got a headset on. I imagine it's the hoodie guy. He's older looking. He looks focused in the game, and he's standing up front.
Might be.
Is that good analysis?
Good analysis. As Okuma kicks again and drives him back to about the 5.
And that is a beautiful kick. Kickers don't get enough credit. You hear a lot of kicker jokes. You watch TV and stuff. Kickers, that was a really good kick. He kicked it inside the 5-yard line.
Yep. So the Redhounds take over, the Wildcats take over now. 9:55 mark. 14-0 Redhounds. On the 18, 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do. They had 1 yard of offense in the first series. Snap. He's looking to throw. Hits his man out there, and he's taken down quickly by Fredericks and Taylor out at near the 25.
Well, this is their second drive on offense.
It'll be just shy.
And there's
of
a
25.
7-yard pass for, second and short. I really think the Redhounds need to pitch a shutout tonight. I think you need to come out and get everything clicking to perfection and keep this team as close to 0 yards total offense as possible.
Snap. And
trickery plays will do that, as Kopic might get a pick. He got drilled.
Well, they didn't look like they was on the same page, really, did they?
That guy was scared who got the ball. It might have been if he had a few seconds. There's no blocking, though. As soon as he caught that ball, he had a Redhound in his face, and he just threw it up for grabs. I don't know. If I'm back, I guess maybe it's where they're just so used to losing, it's whatever. It's a prayer every time. But, if I'm out there trying to win a game, I'm probably going to tuck it and take the sack, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because he didn't really – there was no play. There was nobody open.
No, I mean,
and there was nobody where he threw it.
He's taking a chance of an interception. There's a snap. And
he just got stood up about the 27. Yeah, that's a little guy they pointed out to me, these radio guys over here before the game. And I'll try to get some names, give these guys some credit. Because as we pointed out a couple weeks ago, Knott County, they've got pretty good numbers out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're 2-8. They don't win. And
they've got a lot of kids on the sideline here.
Yeah, they've got a lot of kids out there who were standing and watching losses. Number 7, that's Daniel Goldie. He's actually a freshman out there, and they said he was fast. Looked like he had some wheels, just didn't have the blocking to hit the corner.
Well, he's close enough for a measurement here. And we'll see if they were able to convert. No, I guess not. Real close.
I would expect them to go for it here.
Well, I don't know.
They may punt it.
I'm down 14-0, and we've not played 3 minutes. I don't know.
If you go for it or
on
not.
what kind of punter I got. My punter may be my best player on the game.
He might be.
On the team.
He might be. Looks like it was about an inch, maybe short. He was holding it real close to the stick on the chain.
He's real close. Well, I don't know about this, but they're challenging the Redhounds here. Maybe trying to pull them off sides, too.
All you got to do, I do a quick snap and take my quarterback and put him under my line. You got to get an inch, son. I mean, fall forward and don't get drove back, don't drop the ball. Which it's a lot easier said than done, but
fourth and an inch.
The Redhounds stack the box on them. They're gonna do it.
Ball on the 28. He's got it. So they convert it.
Well, that was really unorthodox, and as you saw, it caught the Redhounds defense completely off guard because we had stacked right up on top of the center.
So first down for Bath County, and I'm surprised, but they have some positives here.
Yep.
.841 mark of the first quarter. Snap. Intercepted. Hunter Grubb.
That was a pretty pick.
That was a nice play.
He took a perfect jump on the ball.
Yeah.
And the hands to bring that one in after it got away from him. That was nice.
Yeah, nice play by Hunter Grubb. So the Redhounds with the first pick of the night, and it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 32.
First pick of the evening. Redhounds had 5 interceptions last week against LCA. 3 of them belonged to Josh Kopic.
Well, the Redhounds send Fredericks, Mitchell, Foley, and Taylor to the left. Josh Jewell over here to the right. That's Taylor. That one went for 60 yards last time for a touchdown. And he's still on his feet and barreling his way to the end zone or towards the goal line. He's going to be short, but he's down there near the goal line from the 32-yard line. Josh, that has to be about a 31-yard pickup, don't it?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see where they spot him at. Looks like they're putting him right at about the 2. See, I'm going to give him 30 yards on it.
Yeah. Is that the third play?
3 plays on offense, and we've amassed a total of 150 yards passing with 2 touchdowns.
Cobb.
Which I don't know how to do that. Screens sometimes go as actually running plays.
There's snap. He's looking. He's throwing again, hitting Roman Mitchell, but he's drove down.
Looks like he caught it out at the line of scrimmage. They're giving him 1, maybe.
Bring up 2nd and goal from the 2, according to the board.
Give him nothing.
So, 2nd down play. Redhound's yet to run the ball. Jewell to the right. Frederick. Taylor and Mitchell to the left. And there's Cobb throwing. Touchdown. Josh Jewell in the end zone for the touchdown. And it's now 20-0 Redhounds at the 7-10 mark. Well, the booing ain't going to help none. They just aren't very good.
No. So Jewell gets his 2nd touchdown of the year. On to hold and on to kick is number 33, Saxon Okuma.
Yeah, Saxon Okuma. 7. We're not at the 7-minute mark yet.
You'll hear what I call him right here in a second.
And there's the kick.
Money.
It's 21-0 Redhounds at the 7-10 mark of the first quarter. We'll take a break. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. All right, we're back to football action. The Redhounds have just gone up 21-0. Touchdown pass, Ty Cobb to Josh Jewell. So Cobb has thrown touchdown passes to Josh Kopic, Matthew Taylor, and now Josh Jewell. And the Redhounds are yet to run the ball. And it's 21-0 here in the first quarter.
Listen, I expected a very strong score.
The ball's on the ground. And that may be a Redhound football.
I don't know.
Well,
they might have ended up getting it. It's squirting everywhere.
Yeah.
Corbin ball.
Redhound football. And
I didn't see who came out with
ball at the 35-yard line. Redhounds 1st and 10.
that ball. He kicked it almost straight up, and it just came and died.
Hit they laid on him?
But yeah, if you told me the score was going to be 21-0 in the 7 minutes left, I'd say, well, Foley's ran 80 for a touchdown, Taylor's ran 80 for a touchdown, and we've had a pick 6.
Well, let me apologize to you on behalf of the rest of the crew up here and everybody that laughed at you when you called this one on your prediction. What, 70?
70-6. Everybody laughed at me. We've got 21-0 on the board. 5 minutes into the game, they were laughing when I said 70-6. They laughed when I said we'd beat GRC.
Cobb looking, and he held on to that ball too long.
Yeah, that looked like
and should have been intercepted.
That is some great defense by Mitchell Frederick to see that ball lofting and come up and make a big stick to make sure that a defender doesn't catch that one.
Well, I think Cobb held on to the ball too long that time.
He held on to it too long.
I mean, he had a couple of receivers that he could have hit.
That looked like his hand had been stuck in stickum and he couldn't get rid of it. It just sort of went straight up on him and lofted.
6:55 mark. Redheads are going to throw, it looks like. I agree. Jason Snell's saying run the football, and I'd like to see the Redhounds run the football here.
I love it. Air it out. This is fun. We've not done this all year.
Josh Jewell with the completion at the 25. That should be a first down, Redhounds, so they will mark it maybe a little short. It's closer to the 25, but it's short by a little.
Run the ball. Run the ball. 3rd and 1. Run the ball. You might be right. We might throw the ball this weekend next week.
3rd and 1. Ball on the 26. Snap. He's looking. He hits Josh Jewell, and that'll be a first down.
I'd say the game plan is right now we're going to pass the ball until we hurt ourselves with it. As long as we're not throwing interceptions and giving up points, why not, you know? How many yards did he get on that?
Well, another thing is it might be setting other teams for decoys, whoever's scouting us.
Yeah, I agree. Jason said, you know, decoy, teams are out here scouting us. Teams are going to see this tape whether they're here or not. Make them think we're going to throw the ball, go UK air raid.
We are throwing the ball.
And
we do, and we need those sirens going off because it is an air attack so far. Cobb throwing again and hitting Brady Foley. This time he loses it, incomplete.
What is this Butterfield?
I don't know. What's these fans upset about? He
Well,
dropped the ball.
I think that they have a year of frustration under their belt. They've drove for hours, and it's about
It's a long drive.
35 degrees. And
It's a really long drive. And I'll tell you, the best part about that drive for them is probably being in Bath County. That's about the most scenic route all the way down here. Lexington, yeah, everybody's seen Lexington.
5:39 mark, Redhounds. 2nd and 10, ball on the 19.
Run a draw, hand it off to
Snap,
No, they're gonna
looking,
throw it.
throwing, hits Matthew Taylor. And he'll go down at about the 18 maybe.
Well, you know, I saw Saxon Oklahoma warming up before the game, kicking some field goals, and they were actually running their field goal team. Everybody was out there, snapper, holder. Maybe we're just going to keep passing, and when we don't get touchdowns, just take field goals.
And they do it.
It's good practice. It's different players, at least. It's not our own team, you know.
3rd and 9, ball on the 19. Snap. And Cobb running with it, and he does.
He's got a man in the back of the end zone.
And he hits Matthew Taylor. Touchdown, Redhounds. At the 4:52 mark, it's a 19-yard touchdown pass. That's touchdown reception number 2 for Matthew Taylor tonight.
Yeah, it is, and Matthew Taylor's been on a tear since Hazard. That's now 5 games in the past, and that's Taylor's 13th touchdown since Hazard. That's unbelievable.
Well, I tell you, this is a snoozer. But there'll be a lot of highlights. Well, there'll be highlights on here for whoever wants to watch this.
Yeah.
Okuma.
Money.
And it's 28-0 at the 4:52 mark of the first quarter. We take a break and we'll be back in a moment. Redhound football brought to you by Redhound Productions from Campbell Field. First round action of the 2010 Kentucky State High School Football Playoffs. And the Redhounds are well in control of this game as we still have 4:52 left and they're up 28-0.
I love this kick.
Okuma kicks it and it'll be fielded at 25. He's going backwards. Oh, be careful there. Hit a couple of times and he's out of bounds. Number 8, is that Taylor Waddle?
Yes.
Yeah, Taylor reaching, and I was afraid he could get him around the neck.
He got close. Okuma teed that one up, and he might have backed up 2 steps, maybe 3, behind the ball and just sort of walked into it and kicked it straight up. And, you know, last time we got the ball back on that, really just seeing if this team's awake out here, if they have a pulse. And that young man was able to pick the ball up and might have got a yard, maybe lost a yard.
1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line for Bath County. Redhounds, a lot of movement on the line. Snap, he's looking, he's throwing, incomplete.
Good coverage over there. Number 4, Josh Kopic.
We've already run out of things to say.
It's cold.
It is cold.
It snowed in Harlan today.
And it is it is hard to find something to say at this point.
We're missing Kentucky basketball right now.
Second and 10. This time he's going to keep it. And he's going to have some yardage out across the 30 to about the 32.
They about ripped him in half the closer he got to that first down. They weren't letting that happen.
What I'm really concerned with right now, though, he's been moving the ball a little bit, but we really ain't got to hold that quarterback tonight, neither for sack or anything.
No.
We're playing back for safety or something.
Probably because he's thrown for 1,500 yards and they've only won 2 games. Eventually he's going to burn us is what we're trying to keep from happening. They're trying some different things. Roman Mitchell's in there again this week playing end.
Yeah.
And
there's a snap. Good takedown by Matthew Taylor.
yeah.
So he got through there real quick.
This team, we don't watch film on these teams. We don't break it down like college. But these guys, they may run a lot of screens, and that would be a reason to keep the pressure off the quarterback, just sort of sit back, because they might do a ton of dump passes, and if you start bringing a lot of pressure, that can kill you.
3:33, clock running, first quarter. Fourth down play, 4th and 4, ball on 31, and pressure's there, and it's incomplete. Almost, he actually should have caught that ball, I thought. But they turned the ball over on downs. And I don't know what you're thinking. Maybe he's thinking going for that. What have I got to lose?
It's 28-0.
Yeah, what have I got to lose?
This is the last game. Let him play.
So he tried it. It failed, and the Redhounds are set up on their 31-yard line now.
Well,
1st and 10.
I expect 4 downs every time out of Bath County.
Yeah.
From here on out.
Well, yeah.
Unless I'm at the 2-yard line, they may not have a punter though. I mean,
well, that's true.
The first game, I might see 0 rushing yards for us.
That's true. Well, he's going to go under center this time. There's a snap, and this time it is Matthew Taylor. Off the left side, out to 25, 20. Still on his feet, going into the end zone with a 31-yard touchdown run is Matthew Taylor. And at the 3:05 mark, it's 34-0 Redhounds.
So the Redhounds run the ball for the first time in the game.
So the continuous clock could kick in here before the end of the first quarter, the way we're going.
Yeah, we still got on the board. I said 70. And I'm going to hold you all to that when, you laughed at me before the game. And we're going to have 35 pending. Money knocks this one through with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
And Okuma is
money.
35-0 Redhounds with 3:05 left. Let's take a break and we'll be back. This is Redhound football.
No, he's going to do that pooch kick straight up in the air.
We're back to action. And Okuma set to kick this one at the 3:05 mark.
Yeah,
and there it is.
You heard me saying that.
Oh, he mishandled it. Redhounds have the ball. And picking it up and
Taylor Waddle, freshman, touchdown. Taylor Waddle, the freshman, great heads-up play there.
Sure was.
Ball squirted right through the man returning that kickoff, right through his arms and right into Taylor Waddle's hands.
41-0 Redhounds at the 2:57 mark. And I feel bad for everybody affiliated with Bath County.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but you hate that for.
Yeah.
I mean, them are humans. Them are kids out there.
Well,
that's somebody's son
son.
out there, and what are the refs talking about here?
You know what it's like to be on the losing end. You yourself, Josh, you can relate to going through the tough times of losing, losing 5 in a row to open up a season is what you guys did as seniors. But you were able to break through. And
well, they didn't give them the touchdown. They're saying,
huh?
You know what? You might not be able to return a muff kick.
Why can't
Why couldn't?
Didn't we return an onside? No, I don't think you can. Because on onside kicks, I'm pretty sure it's dead where it's recovered.
That wasn't
his hand.
Yeah.
It went straight through.
He touched it, though.
It's not a real fumble, though. It's more like an onside kick muff. That's what they're saying.
I don't believe that, though.
But that's probably the rule
I
right
think
there.
that was
I don't
a
like
fumble.
that. Yeah,
I think that was a fumble.
It hit your hand so you don't catch it.
Well, it buys them a little time.
I hate that.
I think Taylor Waddle had a touchdown.
He's got a touchdown in my heart.
So Ty Cobb goes under center, and this is Mitchell Frederick. and almost loses his footing and still on his feet. No, he drops the football. It's picked up.
Josh Kopic, touchdown.
And Josh Kopic goes into the end zone.
Frederick fumbles, and Kopic recovers for about a 20-yard touchdown run. How do you do that one, Coach
Do you think that
Parkpay? Frederick ran about 10 to the 30 and fumbled, and then Kopic picked it up and ran it in. It hit the ground. Kopic bent down and picked it up off the ground. It was bouncing on the ground, and Kopic picked it up and ran.
It's all
41-0 Redhounds. Wow.
The clock will run. The clock will go continuously at 42.
So it's more than I can comprehend here. As the Redhounds are up now 42-0 in the first quarter of play. At the 2:45 mark. Let's take a break, boys. It's all Redhounds. We're back to action. Redhound football. From Campbell Field, it's Randy, Josh, and Jason with the Redhounds up big, 42-0. And I think we've been contained ourselves very well, as this has not been the best of opponents so far. Ooh! What a hit.
My goodness.
Who was that? Who hit him?
Kai Jackson.
Kai Jackson, number 10.
Number 10.
Wow.
Lit him up. We got the ball back?
That was really a vicious hit.
boy. I know, it's a good hit.
Wow.
And
Big hit by the freshman. The Redhounds got the ball back.
Redhounds got the ball back. Kai Jackson
First and 10. And
with the big hit, and now with it 42-0, you're going to see the JV team come in.
all right, you asked me how many upperclassmen. Seniors and juniors for Bath County.
We're going to have a timeout on the field. Redhounds is
20 upperclassmen for Bath County, juniors and seniors.
Wow. Well, let's take the break with them. When we come back, it'll be the JV taking the field for the Redhounds, and we'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. 2:38 left still in the first quarter, but things do look brighter. The clock should be running. I don't know, though. In playoffs, can they do that until the second half?
You can never do it until the second half, I don't think.
Okay. So this is Taylor Waddle at quarterback, and he's going to be rode out of bounds about the 25, 26-yard line. Clock never did start, did it?
Yeah, it's down to 2:30. He went out of bounds.
What?
It was 2:38.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive that that's a second half rule.
Okay.
I don't think it can run continuously till second half.
Oh, Lord, they better continue running now.
If they can't, then we're in for another long quarter, I would imagine. May speed up here a little bit with the JV in here, though.
Oh, it's still the first quarter.
Yeah.
Golly.
Still the first quarter.
I was thinking it's almost halftime.
And that is
Number 20, Derek Wool.
Derek Woolham, a 26-yard touchdown run for the freshman running back. And it's 48-0.
And you hear the fans over here booing, but he's a freshman. That's our JV
Has
offense.
he had a carry in a varsity game this year?
Yeah,
He has. He's only
has.
been a handful.
He carried a few times against Knott County. I think he carried against Harlan, too.
Because he was injured and didn't play. I mean, he missed several games in the first part of the season. So he's missed a lot of the season.
Well, now we don't have money out there, so I can't say money anymore. It's West Tipton. And it's good.
He's got it.
He got blocked, but it was good.
48-0 Redhounds with 2:01 left here. Excuse me, 49-0 Redhounds.
Don't you shave a point off of that 49.
All right, we're back. The clock is running. We've not even kicked the ball.
Yep.
And the clock is running. And Derek Woolham just took one into the end zone to make it 48-0. The extra point by Tipton makes it 49-0. And there's the kick and fielded. And at about the 20-yard line, he escapes the first tackler. But then a wave of Redhounds in there.
Have you ever seen continuous clock in the first quarter
Never.
of a game?
Never, ever.
This is a playoff game, but
Not at any level, ever.
I still think number 1 seed should be playing number 2, and 3 and 4 should be playing each other, not just 1 and 4 stuff.
No, I don't think them teams should have a chance to make it to the second round. If you got 3 and 4s played in the first round,
I'd say tonight for
at least in the second round, you're going to have a somewhat of a scrappy team.
Whitley County and Pulaski Southwest.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the clock running. So it's 49-0 Redhounds at the end of the first quarter. Mercifully, it's in the books. We'll be back with the second quarter of action in a moment. All right, 12 minutes are on the clock. We're about to start the second quarter of action. This is the first round of the state championship playoffs for high school football in the state of Kentucky, and Redhounds hosting Bath County and having their way with them 49-0. So our JV team has already put a touchdown on the board. Now they're going to work on the defensive side of the ball. And Bath County picks up about 5 on that, didn't they, Josh?
Yeah, something like that. Well,
bring up second down.
Back to what we were saying earlier. How does this help you for prepare for the second round, for the region championship, for semi-state? You know, the second quarter just started and we already had our JV team in playing. You know,
Number 22 for the Redhounds on
Derek Mahan.
Derek Mahan.
Your starters got to play every bit of about 10 minutes of that first quarter and had a 7-touchdown lead. I'll be very surprised to open up the paper, though, tomorrow or get on the internet, whatever, and see that any other team has done this. Started the clock rolling in the first quarter.
Well, we're at the 10-50 mark, and Bath County did pick up the first down. Somebody is smoking down there.
Yeah.
And this is a smoke-free facility. And there's Bath County ball carrier out across the 30 to about the 32.
That will, in fact, drive me crazy and make me hack up my lungs. Do not appreciate that because it blows right in our faces. I should have brought a trivia game for us to play.
Second down and about 3 for Bath County. Ball on the 32-yard line. Snap. Well, you're going to have to run harder than that.
Yeah, a bunch of Redhounds in on that
Against
one.
that Redhound defense.
See big number. I better get my roster out here. A lot of guys I ain't seen a lot of this year. We just got the ball back.
Fumble, and the Redhounds recovered. I didn't even see it.
I don't see who got the ball. I saw big number 42, Donnie Mills, laying the initial hit there, though. Donnie, freshman.
Donnie Mills, freshman.
Running back / linebacker.
Fumble recovery, and the Redhounds have the ball again.
And
on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
I got to go back at Jason again. He just told me, no, we're not going to get to 70 with our young guys in there. They forced a fumble, and we are 33 yards from the end zone, which would make it 2 touchdowns away from 70.
Well, this is a mixture. I see Josh Jewell out there. Tommy Bailey here to our near side. But that's mostly your JV team out there. And
well, Tommy plays.
Gosser hit and dropped for a loss.
Tommy plays a lot of varsity, but they don't throw the ball to him a whole lot. I've never really understood his what he does on the team because he's on the field, but you know he's only got the 1 reception, which was a touchdown at Middlesboro on the year. But you know maybe we'll get him some touches tonight, throw the ball some more his way, which you know the Redhounds don't throw the ball a whole lot before tonight. I'd say we've got about a quarter of our passing yards on the year in this game alone.
In the first quarter.
Yeah.
This time Cobb goes under center, turns, pitches, and that's Derek Woolham. He's to the 35, 30, down near the 25.
I will send a warning to the Bath County side. You should not look at these kids as freshmen because Derek Woolham may be one of the fastest kids on the team standing on the side. You give him a hole, he showed us a minute ago, he'll break it open, he'll be gone.
Yeah, Woolham.
He may be small in stature.
Very talented.
Very talented, dangerous young man for a defense. And he gained back everything we lost and about 7 more.
Waddle, the ball's on the ground, I think.
We got it back.
Willem on the recovery.
I'd imagine we're going to go for it. Us, coach. I'd come out, bring Matthew Taylor, and let him fake kick, run for a touchdown. He's only got 1 rushing touchdown tonight. Better poach it in the corner and give him the ball at the 5-yard line.
Gosser and Jackson behind him. That's Jackson up to the 25. He'll be short of the first down. So the Redhounds have turned the ball over on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 now, Bath County from the 25. Now we're down to the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. Redhounds up 49-0.
Bath County's got
I don't know if Jason has got that guy's pants on the air down there, but there's, I guess that's a coach down there, and he is wearing some fancy pants. Or his pajamas one.
I would wear those pants.
I have not figured it out, but
I would wear those pants in public. I would wear them at Walmart.
They are very fancy.
I would possibly wear them to church on a casual service day. There are some very slick pants.
Redhounds jump. I believe that was Mills, number 40. And that'll give Bath County 5 yards.
One thing I hate about this constant clock thing, we've got our young guys out there now.
And it works.
There's not going to be a whole lot of series.
Yeah.
Jason
Snell, our cameraman, is collapsed in the corner. Wore out by following the Redhounds up. Well, not up and down the field because they've been pretty much on one end of the field, but all of them touchdowns have wore him out.
We had 2 drives that covered 60 yards apiece, and I think we've had the ball on that one end of the field down there. It's a lot more wore out than the one we're on right now.
Did you see, did nobody else up here notice this receiver over here that was moving all over the field? Was he in motion?
Yes,
He was the way he was skipping to the side. I've never seen anything quite like that.
he's been doing it all night.
Wasn't he skipping?
Yeah.
That's the first time I noticed it. Let's see if he does it again. It looked very odd because I thought he had got set over here. Let's see. I think it's number 5 over there. Let's see if he. No, he don't do anything this time. And
Nothing there.
Bring him down hard.
Number 42, Donnie Mills. Also in on the tackle for the Redhounds. Number 50, I believe that's Jake Metzger. We'll check it. Yeah, 50 Metzger. He's a sophomore. Plays a little tight end offensive line, and he's a defensive end for the Redhounds. He's playing interior right now.
He's a big kid.
Yeah, he is big. See number 74 in there. That's Marquise McGee. He's a junior. Playing the end nearest us is number 40, Nick Mills. He's a sophomore. And the far side end is number 57, Jonathan Hubbard, another sophomore.
I believe that's the first down for Bath County. With 4:33 left, clock running here in the first half.
We skip halftime and keep going.
I don't understand why you would need a halftime in a game like this. There's not a whole lot that a halftime speech can fix when you're down 49-0. We've hit almost the 4-minute mark now in the first half as this second quarter as, well, there's 8 minutes off the clock and it's taken 8 minutes to get them off the clock.
1st and 10 play and taken out of bounds up here around the 40-yard line.
And number 42, Donnie Mills. Making a lot of tackles tonight in his short amount of time he's been out there. He's all over the field. You like to see that too, young guy. He's not afraid to go get them, and he loves contact, and he's fast. He gets all over the field. You know, he's playing about the middle linebacker position over there, and he's making tackles everywhere.
There he goes, skipping along.
Yeah, he is. He's sort of hopping.
There's a pass, and he's to the 45, just across the 45. And with now 3 minutes left here in the first half, Bath County mounting a bit of a drive here, Josh.
Yeah. Well, they've had the ball about 6 minutes or so, and went about 25 yards against our JV. At this rate, they would get to the end zone by the start of the fourth quarter. And I don't like to sound sour toward the other team, but I'm really disappointed in what showed up tonight from Bath County.
Third down play does go for a first down for the Wildcats.
It's just it's unbelievable that we're in a playoff game and this is what we're watching.
Yeah, it is.
You look, we have 32 teams that play in the playoffs. There's only 33 teams in Class 2A. One team got excluded. That was Heath. They were 0-10 on the year. Knott County Central made the playoffs at 0-10.
Yeah.
And there's no competition in the first two rounds if you're not in Whitley County and Southwestern is probably the best game of the evening in our area. Whitley goes in that game 5-5, Southwestern 7-3. A lot of people's picking Whitley to win that game.
Yeah, that had to be. Yeah. There's John Benjamin Chadwell over there, and
well, it's
he pretty obviously took him down.
But what I was comparing to, you look at the NCAA basketball tournament. 64, now they do 65, 66 teams. They do them replaying games. But almost all of them games are interesting.
Yeah, there's
very few blowouts in those.
They're all
games.
competitive.
Yeah.
All those teams are competitive.
And I don't know if they want to stay with that format to make it.
Well, the reason that they have somebody in there and they stay with it is because they have some butlers that's going to win some first-round games.
Oh, college basketball, yeah, I understand why they do it.
I thought you were talking about college basketball.
No, I understand why they do
teams.
It. Yeah, yeah, you've got the butlers. A couple of years ago, I think Western Kentucky made it to the Sweet 16.
But in high school football, you're not going to have a Bath County beating a Corbin. I don't care.
And even if you do, you're not going to have a Bath County going to the state championship.
No, that's not going to happen.
Why not take the 16?
And I'm talking specifically about them coming in here 2-8. A 2-8 Bath County is not going to do that.
No.
That ball's incomplete.
I hit him right in the chest.
That was good coverage that time by Chadwell. Knocking that ball loose.
Well, they're calling a timeout with 27 seconds left. They're still running the clock. They should stop the clock on the timeout.
They do.
They milked about 6 seconds of it.
So 49-0 Redhounds with 24 seconds left. Yeah, he's the coach.
There's a good view of them.
Yeah, you getting the pants there, Jason?
Them were some Buddy Martin pants. He's got a real good view of them right now. Everybody can see those pants. Looks like something Buddy Martin would wear.
You wait until next week. I got a pair of sweatpants that say Corbin on the side. I'm going to start wearing them.
No, they can't be sweatpants.
They don't say Bath County on them or anything. Them are red and silver. I mean,
Them are what they are. They're just red, silver, and they're diamond plated.
That's awesome. They sort of look like windbreakers from up here.
I think he come down here and he wore them because he knew this would be over and he'd get a quick 18-hole of golf in. He kind of got that polo style going on in golf.
Play some golf. Is he the head coach?
I have no idea.
Head coach of Bath County is Reed Fields. Of course, they're in our region, Region 1. They're from District 7.
Snap. He's throwing, and
Tommy Bailey. Saw that one fall right through his
arms. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
He'd caught that, probably would have been 6. He had a blocker. The other receiver, there was 2 receivers over there. One was farther deep than him.
Well, they take another timeout.
See if they get a score in here.
Wonder what our halftime entertainment is.
They're bringing out they're going to bring out that TSCA, ain't that our youth league? They're going to bring them out on the field and suit them up. Let them finish their second
TCSA All-Star team.
Yeah.
49-0 Redhounds. Are we still on? We are still on. We tend to drift away from what's going on when we're up 49-0. It's a little hard to keep our attention.
and when we've been up 49-0 for a whole quarter and it's not half.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just not a lot to say.
No.
3rd and 5, ball on the 32-yard line, and he drops back to pass, and he's looking, and he's throwing, and he overthrows him.
You could say it's a great, and he had a man wide open. I see
Yeah.
his coach is furious. He had a man wide open.
And that is the end of the first half. So after a half of play, Redhounds 49 and Bath County 0. We'll take a break here at the half, and we'll be back. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Welcome back to Redhound Football. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions.
Sorry, we were analyzing Coach Mark Payne's hot chocolate over here. He said it tastes like water. He figured out why all the chocolate's in the bottom.
That is a pretty bad cup of hot chocolate.
Go bump some hot water off these people down here if that'd be cooler.
They might not be in the given mood. They're down 49-0 as we're set to start this second half of action. And I was curious as to what we'd see, and we see the JV team out there on the kickoff. And I even see Cody McCarg out there on the kickoff.
Yeah, little Dewey.
So we're underway in the second half, and it was wall-to-wall Redhounds. Josh, I know you started out keeping track of what was going on there. I lost track quickly as the Redhounds would score every time they would run a play. I know that quarterback Ty Cobb opened up the game with a 60-yard touchdown pass to Josh Kopic, and we held Bath County to 1 yard on their first series, and then the Redhounds proceeded to score again on a 60-yard touchdown pass that went from Cobb to
Taylor. Yep. Cobb racked up 188 passing yards with 4 touchdowns, if I'm correct. He threw another 30-yard pass to Jewell that got him down to the 2-yard line. Roman Mitchell had a catch down there, no gain, and Josh Jewell got the touchdown on that drive for 2 yards. Let's see what else I got here. You know, your notes get pretty sloppy when you're writing 60 everywhere and TD. Nope, that's all I've got. So three or 4 touchdowns. You know, after
throwing and incomplete.
After a while, I just quit writing it down. You know, we did amass a total as a team, 95 yards rushing in the first half. 95, buck 88. That's 283 yards.
Almost 300 yards
in the first half, which was most of in the first quarter. They had the ball they had about an 8 or 9 minute drive to end the half with the running clock continuously. Toward the end of the first quarter, they went continuous on the clock, and they had about an 8 or 9 minute drive to end the half.
Flag dropped. It might be against the Redhounds. Encroachment. Well, that's something we've not seen. The clock running continuously in the first quarter. That's quite impressive at any level. And the only thing that takes away from that is just how poorly Bath County played. We wouldn't be doing a good job sitting here trying to do this game without reminding folks just how bad that they are. And they're very bad.
And stopped in the backfield. And we need to keep telling you, this is freshmen and sophomores for the most part out there. And
the thing for the Redhounds is well, it's over with now for the starters. But the thing was for them to execute, and they did. They executed.
Yeah.
And
we passed the ball. Mm-hmm. They came out tonight with they really had a good sense that we've not thrown the ball a lot. We've not thrown it well. And they took this game as practice against live, breathing human beings that they don't see every day. And, you know, I think it's going to work to our advantage in the long run. Throw the ball against some different people. Because how many plays in a row did we come out and throw the ball before we ran the ball?
Well, I was going to ask you that. I was hoping you could tell us. It was just pass, pass, pass.
See, I've only got the one rush for Matthew Taylor, and that was the only run him and Mitchell Frederick had that run. He went 9 yards and fumbled, and Josh Kopic picked it up and ran it in 20 yards for a touchdown.
We were probably up 28-0 at that point.
That was the only 2 varsity runs tonight. That's the only ones I can remember. And then of course, Derek Woolham had the 20-plus yard run for a touchdown. Yeah, we had like a 35-point lead when we decided to run the ball. 28-35 points when we first ran the ball.
Well, Bath County did convert for a first down. They pick up a yard on that play. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. There's a snap. He turns and try the reverse, and he's got a little room, but he'll be taken down over there about the 45-yard line. So they'll have about 3. It's going to be about third and about 4 as they mark it just off the 45-yard line. So the clock is running. That's the good thing. And the Redhounds firmly in control, of course, 49-0.
3rd and 4. Clean snap.
Snap and pass, and he hits his man, and that's first down. Bailey takes him down out here at the 45, 44, 45. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bath County. So Bath County moving the ball.
And I don't understand how you come out and don't have anything going. That was the tight end, number 18, Chase Ham. On the year, 152 yards, no touchdowns. They've got a receiver, number 5, Jared Castle. 30 receptions, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
There's a pass. He's got a man, but he overthrows him.
That's number 5. That's Jared Castle. Just spoke of him. Number 4, Michael Wills has 30 receptions for 487 and 5 touchdowns. And number 11, Jason Little has 23 for 338 and 2 touchdowns. Them are big yards.
Makes me start wondering about the authenticity of those stats.
Yeah.
Seeing what I'm seeing, it just really makes me wonder about those stats.
You know, these come from KHSAA, but I'm really questioning it.
The school posts those statistics, so snap, and it's going to be taken down by.
Like I said, they've been competitive for the most part. 49 points is what we've got on the board, and that's the most they've given up all year. Before tonight, 48 was the most they'd given up. So it's not like they've got blown out a lot. And when it has been a blowout, it's not been that bad. 48-13 was the final when they played Prestonsburg. This team's played 7 region games, and well, I take that back. This might not be the same team I'm thinking. I've looked at a lot of stats. It's a lot of clutter in my head right now. I've looked at a lot of stuff today.
5:18 mark, clock running, and
He's got it. He undershot him.
Yeah.
And
their execution has been poor.
Is that the same? Is that the starting quarterback?
I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're talking, yeah, that wasn't him that made the pass. So, brings up a 4th down play now. 4th and about 8 for the Wildcats. Ball's on the 43 of the Redhounds. He's looking to throw, and he incomplete again. They just, they can't execute anything much.
No.
Just,
and the best thing about this for them is they've only got to endure this game for another 16 minutes, literally. Give or take 2 or 3 for the in-between quarters.
Clock running at the 4:20 mark. Let's see if the Redhounds, the young Redhounds, can put some points on the board. Taylor Waddle in at quarterback for the Redhounds. This is the JV. You have a lot of freshmen out there.
Yeah, let's give them guys some credit. Get my roster out.
Maybe all freshmen out there now. No, I see Tommy Bailey out there and Marquise.
See number 11 on the end over
Ball's
here.
on the ground. Well, they've had some trouble with that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Bath County recovers. Well, that just didn't look good at all.
Well, I was going to give you some names, but they're going back off the field. Yeah, we'll catch some that are out there, though. I see number 10. That's Kai Jackson. Had the big hit earlier. Huge hit over here about the 30-yard line, about where we're at, and forced a fumble. The Redhounds recovered. Standing beside him, that's number 20, Derek Woolham. Had a nice touchdown run earlier.
That's something they're going to have to fix it.
Yeah,
they're having on the snaps.
That's basic. I mean, you got to do that every play.
Yeah, and they've, the opportunities they're getting, that's the second time tonight that's happened, right?
That quarterback stands snug.
And that is caught.
He says incomplete.
Oh, he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Well, that was a nice catch.
That was a nice catch. Did you see how close that quarterback was to the line? He takes a snap, and he almost just steps into the back of his line, real snug, real tight, and throws the ball. There was like no drop there at all.
And that brings up second down for the Wildcats. There's a snap. And he'll be taken down after a gain of a few. Snap.
Good blocking. Big number 74, Marquise McGee. You know, he's playing interior line down there.
He comes down and makes the tackle.
Yeah, he makes the tackle about 7-8 yards down the field. So that's good hustle by the big guy.
First down yardage for Bath County.
We scored anything last quarter, second quarter?
No.
We're near the 1:30 mark here of the third quarter, and there's been no scoring here in the second half. Bath County may be threatening here from their 30. Hand off, and
number 64 on the tackle for the Redhounds. That's Cody Lane, freshman.
Picks up a couple.
So next week we get the winner of Leslie County and Shelby Valley.
That should be another mammoth struggle.
We have, of course, we played Leslie County already this year.
And boy, he got took down hard over there, it looked like.
Yeah, he was really high in the air when he got his bottom half taken out from under him. We've already dismantled Leslie County, though, this year.
It'd be a warm-up for Prestonsburg.
Yep. And Shelby Valley actually lost to Leslie County earlier this year. So that could be quite a battle tonight, but next week I would imagine the Redhounds would have no problem rolling on to, like Jason said, probably facing Prestonsburg.
He's throwing again.
In the region.
And taken down.
Big play to end the quarter.
So that will be the last play of the quarter. And that'll set them up down there in a scoring, in a position to score. So at the end of three quarters now, it's 49-0. Bath County on the short end of the stick tonight. Redhounds up. Welcome back to Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy McCarg, Josh McCarg, and Jason Snell at Campbell Field. This is the opening round of the 2010 Kentucky State High School Football Championship Playoffs. Bath County to throw. Did he catch that?
Yeah,
he did. He batted it in the air, it looked like.
He might have lost a yard.
And then caught it. Redhounds up 49-0.
Oh, number 14, Cody McCarg on the tackle.
Yeah, Cody McCarg on the tackle. Yeah, that. I'm glad you mentioned that there, Mark. Big number 14 with the play. There's the snap. And, the ball's loose. And number 14 may have the fumble.
I think it is.
So Cody McCarg, I think, falling on the loose ball to recover the fumble. And the Redhounds take over now. So there's the Redhounds keeping them out of the end zone. And it's 49-0, and Redhounds with a lot of green grass in front of them now, Josh.
Oh, yeah, but I want to point out to
two.
Jason Snell that he just said they were getting ready to score on us. And
oh, Jason, he's gonna make you live
no,
hard.
Not. And I just want to point out to the fact if we had played two quarters, we probably would have had about 90 on the board right now. But we cut it off at 49. They're giving me a hard time because we didn't make it to 70.
Well,
They might get 2 out of this. They might
clock
get 2
is stopped. I don't really know what's going on here. I thought we was under a continuous clock. I didn't see a signal for a timeout. What I do see is 2 police officers over there. Is that 2 police officers over in the corner with the official?
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. And I doubt if we will know what happened. But the clock is stopped and play is stopped.
Yeah, wondering what they're talking about. It's almost like wondering how many licks it
That's
takes.
Coach Jewell down there.
Well, I would imagine somebody in the crowd is causing a ruckus, and they're trying to fix that. I see Coach Jewell leaning against the fence talking to someone, and
You know, normally you wouldn't have a problem like that on your home side of the field, I don't think. But there is. You want to take a break here, Jason, or no? All right, Jason.
Something
wants
might
to stick
happen.
with it. Yeah, well, that's true. Something may happen. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, we're back to action. 10:44, clock running. It's continuous clock. And the Redhounds have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 2-yard line.
did we fumble?
Number 51's the center.
Yep. Tyler Cup.
Well, Bath County has recovered. Well, Cody McCarg had recovered a fumble to give the Redhounds the football. They fumbled the ball. Was that a fumble on the snap?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Find out what was going on. Number 51's hiking the ball. I caught him at least 15 yards downfield.
Yeah, he as soon as he made movement, he was way downfield real fast, and it's hard to get a clean snap like that.
So 9:49, clock running, and it'll be 1st and 10 now for Bath County. Or excuse me, 1st and goal. Ball's on the 1-yard line. Snap,
Confusion.
and he's going to be into the end zone. So they score the touchdown.
Yeah.
And it's 49-6 Redhounds. Bath County finally on the board. Let's see what they do here. There's a snap.
Gonna get 2.
And he did get in. So the conversion's good. It's 49-8 Redhounds.
We'll take a break.
We'll take a break. All right, we're back. It's 8:34 left on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Bath County finally did put one in the end zone after the Redhounds fumbled the ball away, and that ball
Cody McCarg.
is covered by number 14, Cody McCarg. Well, it bounced, hit him. He sort of couldn't get the handle initially, but he did get back over there on it.
Yeah.
And I believe that was number 40, Mills, helping him out there. He was right there also. It bounded towards him.
Just this time, watch number 51, how far he gets downfield.
Yeah, the way he comes off the ball, it looks like he don't even have time to get a clean snap.
And he's going to get a call for an ineligible receiver downfield. I mean, he's been
So here,
15 yards downfield.
7:50, clock running, and here go the Redhounds. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, we're talking, Jason. We've been analyzing the quarterback center exchange. We've had a few problems in the second half with the young guys. Well, that was pretty clean. The one thing I do like, he's coming out real fast, and he's going and finding somebody to block.
Yeah.
And that's number 51, Tyler Cup.
Tyler Cup.
You can't do that. He's going to get a call.
He's a sophomore. He's coming off the ball real fast and getting out there blocking. You know, he could get called for an eligible receiver, but as long as they're not passing, that's what the coaches want. Because 9 times out of 10, the center is going to be going after a linebacker unless they're facing a 5-2 defense, which you just really don't see that often.
7-minute mark. Waddle pitches. It's Woolham. He's got a lot of grass from 40,
speed too.
45, 50. And look at him trying to get that ball from him, but he
held off for dear life.
Good job by the freshman to hold on to the football and mark that ball at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Redhounds. Waddle comes in with the play. It's Ben Gosser flanking him. He has 3 receivers out there to the left. And Waddle's going to keep it. 45, 40, down near the 35, I think.
Yep.
Looks like they'll mark it right at the 35-yard line. Be another Redhound first down as Waddle scampers for it. About 12-yard pickup. So the clock running and the Redhounds marching towards the end zone. See if they can put another one in the books.
Once again, next week we'll be right here at Campbellville. Winner of Leslie County and Shelby Valley, 2 3-7 teams. Winner of that will get to come in here and face the mighty Redhounds of Corbin.
Gosser on the carry for short yardage. Bring up 2nd down and about 6. Ball at the 31-yard line, 4-yard pickup. Snap, Waddle leaves it with Woolham. Still on his feet down.
You better wrap him up.
Near the 20. Another first down for the Redhounds.
Well, all signs right now point. Looks like these young Redhounds, JV freshman mixed group here, looks like they're going to try to pop one more in the end zone here. I'd say they're a little frustrated because their offensive showing's not went very well tonight. Several fumbles.
1st and 10.
Gosser.
Short yardage.
I just don't understand that. You know, it's good to see they still care, but to see a player on a sideline that's down 49-8 turn around and waving his arms as if to pump up the crowd with 3 minutes left in the last game of the year.
Yeah.
I guess some people are born with a winner mentality and others aren't as lucky.
2nd and 5, ball on 17. Waddle turns, handoff. And this is Kai Jackson down inside the 10.
Nice run. He really got right behind his blockers, and that was a good hard-nosed run from him. We usually see him try to get out in space and dance around a little bit and show his speed, and that was a nice little play just outside the tackle.
1st and goal, ball on the 8-yard line for the Redhounds. .255 left. There's the snap, and the handoff is to Gosser. He's still on his feet, and he's finally rode down, I think. He's down there inside the 5. Let's see where they mark him. Second and goal from the 3.
Well, they left at halftime.
2-minute mark is just in sight. And the Redhounds are drove back.
I was fooled because I thought Ben Gosser had the ball walking in the end zone, and he didn't.
So it's going to be bringing up 3rd and goal now for the Redhounds. From the 1-yard line, the Redhounds, 3rd down play. We're under 2 minutes. Waddle turns, leaves it. He won't get there.
Nope.
I think that was number 20, Derek Woolham on the carry. So 4th down play now. Fourth and goal for the Redhounds.
According to how fast this Bath County team moves, this could be the last play. If they hold us. I don't remember, does the clock stop after a touchdown?
I don't
think it does.
I don't think it does. Waddle. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown Redhounds. Taylor Waddle with the quarterback sneak. And now it's 56-8. Redhounds. And they do stop the clock.
Well, Taylor got his touchdown back. They stripped of him earlier.
Yes.
On what I thought should have been a touchdown, but I guess like every sport, football has rules, and that must have been one of them. And I will probably research that this week sometime because I don't understand that. The guy clearly dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And he was back deep, you know. It's not like he was on the line for an onside kick or anything. And I don't think it should matter either way. He didn't have possession, but at the same time, once you touch it, that's a live ball. If you can recover it, why can't you return it?
Yeah. Yeah, he never touched the ground. It wasn't as if he...
That's a reverse. Kai Jackson.
No good.
No good.
It's not as if he had, it was a question of whether his knee was down or anything like that.
Yeah.
He played that off the ground on the run and went right into the end zone. I agree. He should have had a touchdown. It's 55-8. The Redhounds are going to move their record to 9-2 on the season, and they will advance to second-round playoff action. And again at Campbell Field, as Josh said, Redhounds will be at home. Should we continue to win, next trip for the Redhounds would be to Bowling Green and a state championship game. Clock is running. At the 27-second mark, they've taken a timeout. I don't understand why you would take a timeout here, but they sure have. So,
well,
we'll just keep it here.
He's still coaching.
Well,
and I like that. I don't know if I'd like the whole calling the timeout and keep him out there longer with the score 55-8, but he is still coaching, and you got to respect that because we've seen some situations like Knott County where it just looks like they completely gave up.
Yeah.
You know, they had guys up here in the box behind us with headsets on, and they might have said 3 words. I don't remember what they said. They might have been talking about what they was going to eat after the game. I don't know.
That's true.
But these guys, you know, they are putting the effort into it, and seems like from what we've heard, there is hope for a future at Bath County.
Well, that's Jake Metzger, the sophomore, number 50, that will be kicking for the Redhounds. We have several kickers on the Redhounds squad. And I heard the radio guys down there from Bath County say it's a different kicker. And he boots it and hits it at the 20.
We have a plethora of kickers.
Oh.
Free kick out of bounds.
Ah. Of course, I'm on the other side of the field. It looked like it was still in bounds.
Plethora of kickers at Corbin.
26 seconds left on the clock, and the clock is stopped.
This sucker 4-9-30 tonight.
Yeah, we'll get home. I'll be able to sit on the couch and relax for a few minutes.
Might watch a little Kentucky ball game. Might be able to make.
I'd say it's over by now. Of course, they're having a replay tonight. But I'll be in bed. I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, they're playing Dillard. I'm not too worried about that
I think the Cats open up for real next Friday.
Yep, East Tennessee State.
We'll be here watching the Redhounds hopefully thrash another opponent.
I take that back. It's not East Tennessee State. If I'm not mistaken, it is Portland, and we will see it because it's the 10:30 tip-off.
That's right.
Because they're playing in Portland, Oregon.
20 seconds. Clock
Calling timeout.
stops. They called timeout. Well,
these guys don't want us to go home.
I really don't understand that.
I just, I want to go home. Maybe
Well, I
go
don't
to Dairy
really-
King,
yeah,
get a Blizzard.
Jason is saying that, he's letting the kids. I don't see any new kids going in there. I see a lot of kids that's still clean that never went in, never touched the field over here.
Them were some sweet pants.
And so I don't know what their purpose is this year. You got a long drive back to Bath County.
He has plenty of time on that ride back to do a pep talk after the game.
I would
on
think.
The bus. I don't.
But
You know what? I'll give him a lot of credit. Though. He's actually coaching.
Yeah, he is coaching.
He's giving the kids. Even though there's no hope, he's just still keeping.
I am going to vote that guy the best dressed coach we've seen this year, though.
Yep.
The gray sweater and the red diamond pants and the white shoes.
Them are awesome. They just ran the Wildcat.
Where's he at? I'm looking.
He's down about the 35-yard line. First down, Bath County, another timeout. They're going to try to get another one in the end zone.
Timeout again. Last timeout.
That'd be a shame, though, if that was enough to satisfy you. That's what you said. Some people are born to, win, and it matters, and some people it don't.
Them pants are white diamonds and gray diamonds on the red.
Those are awesome. The white shoes really set them off. But, that would show the level of expectation and satisfaction. If you're going to spend your whole bus ride home satisfied because you scored twice and got one in on the last
10 seconds.
against freshmen.
Which, then again, you can't take a negative outlook into the end of your season. First of all, a lot of these kids you hope are coming back next year, and you've got to stay positive. I understand what he's doing here.
Well,
I don't understand why he's calling all these timeouts.
I don't.
But the coaching, you want to keep a positive outlook into the next year.
Did you see his shoes? They're real pointy shoes.
Yeah, they look almost like golf shoes, golf cleats. But I wish he'd stop calling timeouts.
I think it's a big
and wanna
trick
go
play
home.
here. And he is airing it out. And knocked
defense by
away
Woolham.
by Derek Woolham, number 20.
That ends it.
And that is it. We're not going to mince words here, Josh. Not a lot to say. The Redhounds did what they were supposed to do.
If you turned it on and watched the first quarter, you know the story.
55-0 Redhounds over the Wildcats.
55-8, they did score.
Yeah, 55-8. Redhounds over the Wildcats from Bath County. And we'll wrap it up. This has been Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. For Josh and Jason, I'm Randy. We'll be back next week. Good night.